Well, we finished Weekend League. Got rank 3, which was my goal to get a tradable pack, and we got one. My goal to keep my sanity, to keep my faith and a will to live, perhaps, is no longer with me. However, at least we got tradable FUT Champs rewards. I'm so excited to get nothing. Today, we're going to talk about, though, something I'm kind of worried about in terms of the content that we've been seeing recently and Team of the Season in general. We've got like a mixed league ultimate Team of the Season I want to talk about as well, and some kind of random other bits of news and information to talk about today. I do have an announcement to make as well. The pack opening for Friday, we've been talking about, obviously, the Premier League TOTS pack opening, is actually going to be moved now to Saturday at content time. Unfortunately, something came up in the middle of the afternoon on Friday, so I have to move it to Saturday. So Saturday, we're going to open all of our packs at content time. So if you want to be there for that, I love you. If you guys want to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. The link is in the description. Use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. This is a team I use to get rank 3, by the way. Kolo Muani, I actually really like. I think Kolo Muani is one of the best free cards we've gotten in a long time. His goal to game isn't like great, but I use him as a sub for like half the weekend league. I have my Evo Kryzen in there, but Kolo Muani actually is sick. And Luka Modric is I don't even know. He is a different breed. He is a different breed. The Evo, the card design, God, I absolutely hate it. I despise it. The fact we couldn't get a different card design than this one is criminal, but ignore that for now. This Modric card is absolutely insane. And the fact that he can get +2 off of this is like, I don't even know how he'd ever leave my team. I don't know what summer card is going to come eventually to make this, like, I don't know what cards going to come out anytime soon to ever give this Modric card a run for his money in this team. He is insane. I don't really care what I get in the Reds because I've got Modric, so I guess it could be worse. Also, evolutions kind of ties into this. We were supposed to get daily evolutions. We just didn't get one today. We just straight up didn't get one. And here are some reactions I was seeing on Reddit. So we got the 80+ player pick back for content today. We got a showdown SBC today that is just kind of like, eh. Honestly, it's pretty dead content. But I was noticing, like, finally people are starting to feel how I feel. I was worried I was like kind of getting upset at too much maybe, but finally Reddit, who is more positive than negative, I feel like, compared to like Twitter, which just feels like a negative cesspool. And honestly, I can't really blame them, but you know, and then I read some of the comments here and they're all like, what's going on with the content? The 80+ and 81+ player pick is just literally constantly refreshed, flipped back and forth, and that's it. It's the same brain dead crap rotated. The content is legit in the store these days, and he's not really wrong, honestly. EA with the 80, 81+ picks the last 2 months or so, snip, snap, snip, snap. And it also was the same with 1083, 2082, 784, 584 until TOTS started. I don't know what is going on with this content. And I've been noticing this for a long time, and I've kind of, you know, been putting it away thinking like, I don't want to just shit on the game constantly. I really don't want to, but you wonder why it feels stale. We get the same shit over and over again. Yes, it goes away and comes back again, but the fact that the 80+ player pick and the 81+ player pick came out in October and we still get them now is crazy to me. And pack weight is obviously worse this year. So 80+ player picks, 81+ player picks are theoretically not as good as they were in previous years, and we used to get them all the time in previous years. So would an 82+ player pick be better? Probably. Even this 83+ player pick, 1 of 4, if you've actually done this pretty often, most of them you're getting like an 84 in it, or an 83 even. I remember doing one of these, got an 83 in it. It's like you really do wonder why the game feels stale, and it's like the same stuff is just constantly rinsed and recycled, except for the store. The store, you're getting all types of different things every promo because the promos change. But despite the promos changing, apart from the player SBCs, right, because those obviously always change with the promos, the upgrades, they don't really. The campaign mix upgrades slightly do. You know, we get that change once every like 3 weeks or so. We get like another promo added in potentially. And also what kind of bothers me is mixed leagues and premium mixed leagues upgrades. We know that people aren't really doing them because they're kind of boring. They're the same packs all year long, and they have been the same packs all year long. Once again, small rare gold players untradeable, prime electrum untradeable. It seems like what's happening is they're pulling back slightly because they want content time to feel like you need to check the store. Let's be honest, we probably, most of us, do go to the store at content time now, and that didn't used to be a thing. They've done their job with that. Now, I hope you don't spend money in the store when you get in there. Can I click on it even though I have pecs? Okay, I can't click on it. I hope you don't go here and spend money, but in order for you to spend money on this game, you have to get here to this screen, and EA are getting you to this screen on a daily basis, probably, and that's what they want. SBCs don't really help them. The player SBCs do, because you got to put high rated cards in. That takes you to the store because you want to get high rated cards, but like gamble packs and stuff like that kind of helps, but not enough clearly to really do anything about them, because this year has been one of the worst years for like upgrade content wise I think I can remember, to be honest with you. Probably since FIFA 19. It was like when they took away League SBCs because they were debatably too good, right? They didn't like the fact that people got to, to make a lot of coins by just not really spending any money on the game. They didn't really like that. It took a lot of time still, but it also was a lot of fun, and you were able to get pretty rich off of it if you put in a shit ton of time. And then they bring back this. For the last 3 years have been the exact same. 3 years. These have been the exact same. I mean, at some point, once we reach 3 years of the exact same thing, you got to say they don't care about it anymore, or they're planning on getting rid of it, or they are just lazy. And you can be a judge of whichever one that is, but to me, the menu content sucks. To me, it's not been very good for really quite a while now. Player SBCs, Kai Havertz came out. I don't want to just shit on them completely here, because obviously player SBCs have been like fairly good this year. I obviously have my gripes with them. I'm sure you guys do too, but to me, they're missing a giant opportunity with League SBCs. I think the fact that they've kept them the same for 3 years is, I mean, they just do not give a fuck. They don't care. They don't care if the player base, is more engaged with a certain part of their game, and it will keep the game alive longer if it could potentially not make them as much money, because people therefore maybe would say, hey, I'm going to make a ton of coins by doing League SBCs and not spend FIFA points. Now they're trying to get you to the store as much as they possibly can. So let me know what you think, because I struggle with the fact that menu content's so engaging to me when it's good, and the fact that it hasn't been good for so long just makes me like, what is this weird sort of obsession with fucking those menu content people over that obviously love your game and are diehard fans and will stay on your game for a long time. When the game's dead, times like where it was earlier this year when there was nobody playing your fucking game, menu content guys would have been on there grinding just random shit, and you still didn't give a shit about them because they don't make you as much money as Tim, who hops on for 2 hours every single week but then drops 20 bucks every week. You can care about both. Believe it or not, you can care about both, but they would rather not. Also, here's a nice neat little graphic of the TOTS schedule on EA's website, but something kind of caught my eye. I didn't really understand this. It says mixed TOTS number 5 goes along with the ultimate men's and ultimate women's team of the seasons. And what's also pretty cool is we're gonna get an ultimate team of the season mixed as well, but it's also with mixed TOTS number 5. So I'm not really sure what that means, if we're gonna get like 3 days of a TOTS number 5 team of mixed team and then ultimate TOTS mixed after that. I don't really know what that means, but it does look like we're gonna get like a best of from all of these mixed teams, which I think is very cool. I like that idea a lot. That FUT Champs week will be a lot of fun because it really should be mostly great cards in there. This week, it's honestly, I'm seeing terrible reds, and I'm not thinking I'm gonna get anything in these, to be honest with you. They look terrible, so I don't know, but it's gonna be hopefully a nice rest of team of the season here. We got rivals rewards. We do have them confirmed. They're not like officially official in terms of packs could change too. We're not really sure, but we do have red picks here. That elite division is going to get a TOTS red pick 1 of 5. Division 1 gets 1 of 4. Division 2 gets 1 of 3. Division 3 gets a TOTS red guarantee, and Division 4 gets a max 90 TOTS red guarantee. So 3 and up, you're at least getting a player, and 2 and up, you're getting a player pick, which is pretty cool. I am pretty happy to see that change. Elite division, if the packs stay the same too, these division rivals rewards are definitely better, and I will give EA credit for that because they need to make them better, and they did make them better, so I want to give them credit for that. Also, another bit of news here, TOTS Plus, we heard about how that's going to be chemistry boosts for certain cards. It does say here that TOTS chemistry or TOTS Plus chemistry will exist across a selection of women's leagues and mixed leagues items. So it looks like there won't be any in main leagues. It will just be across women's and mixed leagues, which I don't hate necessarily because those ones need boosts in chemistry. If we get a Swedish league player, we almost can't link them anywhere. A Polish league player, where the hell are we going to link him? I'm voice cracking, I'm sneezing, someone just pulled the trigger already, but I think that's all I want to talk about here. Also, we got a new patch, by the way, at inception on my timeline. I'm just reading through here. You should drop a new patch that reverts that old garbage patch you guys felt the need to add for some godforsaken reason. There's not really much here. You can read through it if you want to. A couple things. An incorrect new level notification could have displayed without a level increase. That's been happening since I think like the first week of the game. Also, this address instances of concept player position search not functioning as intended. I think also this is supposed to have been in the game, I think, since day one. If you go to concept players and you search through striker plus and you go concept players, striker plus doesn't show up. It's just strikers. I don't think that's actually supposed to be how it is. I think this has actually been broken all year and they just haven't fixed it until now, because otherwise, I mean, that makes no sense. Striker plus wouldn't just be striker. It's just like how it is in your club. When you search striker plus in your club, it pops up everybody. I'll scroll down here. JJ Okocha is here. Paulo Futre is here, right? So it's been a glitch all year. Haven't fixed it till now. I don't know. And the rest of it down here, you can read through here if you want to. Updated 4 star heads and just random other stuff here. We talked a lot about the market yesterday, so I won't get too much into that today because nothing has really changed. If you want to go back and watch that part, you sure can. But the comments, actually, the majority of you did say you would rather it be a surprise and me not put it in the title. Now, some of you also did say that, like, that if you want to clickbait it once in a while, you can. But honestly, the thing with me is that, like, this might just be how I interpret it. But for one, though, thank you. There's so many kind words yesterday about why you guys like the channel. And, like, I'm so thankful for that. But I also want to, you know, if I get an extra, however many views from putting something in the title, like, are those viewers going to come back the next day and watch something, or 2 days later? I mean, they're not going to. I want to have it be the best for the people that watch once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, every day. Like, that's really who I care about, not the fucking randos click on a video because there's a good pack pull in the title. Like, I don't really care about what they think, even though it might get more views, if that makes sense. So I'll probably end up doing, you know, not really putting them in the title, but at the start of the video, I'll tell you, like, you know, what pack we're opening that day or whatever we're doing. Footy111 says, I haven't gotten a free win in champs for over 5 weeks. I used to give them out, but after a while, the goodwill runs out, so I don't give them out anymore. Plus, this community is so damn toxic these days. Well, while I completely understand, Footy, like, you know, the goodwill does run out if you don't ever get anything in return. I understand that. But you're complaining about the community being toxic. You are now in turn being toxic back. You are being toxic as well. So there's someone like you out there who does give free wins away. You join their game with you and you leave it 0-0. It's the same thing. You're just inflicting the same annoyance and pain you inflicted on, or somebody inflicted on you, right? And let's be honest here, if you can't give away a win where literally nothing, there is no downside to you whatsoever. Nothing's different. You get the loss all the same. There is quite literally no change to you at all. It just helps the other person, and you can't do it still, you might have a problem. A lot of comments as well saying like gold commons won't rise because of the exchanges, and I do in one hand see what you're saying with that, but also remember there was a point this year where we had team of the week players in the market being 45,000 coins. That team of the week player pick SBC was like 25,000 coins. So there can be a big difference in there. So I do think there is like room for them to rise. Yeah, the ceiling might not be as high because there's exchanges there. I can agree with that, but I do think there is still a chance they go up, but they haven't really gone up for the most of this year. So would I be shocked if they didn't? I mean, you can't be shocked. Ben is Lionhearts is eventually dependent on your level of ambition for the channel. You will need to feed the algorithm and get views. Happy to have been here early, but I'm glad I am. And when such if you gotta go algo feed, I'll still watch. And it definitely is tough because, to be honest with you, I really don't want to get like artificial views. If I get a daily video that drops 20k views, but then none of them come back the next day or next weekend ever to watch my content again, what was the point in getting those views in the first place? There wasn't any. But right now, big days, we get 10k plus views on big days for daily, and I just started doing this not that long ago. And my ambition, obviously, with the channel is very high, but it's tough. It's like it's all a balancing act, I guess, because I've never wanted to algorithm feed. I never have, because I don't think that keeps you consistent viewership. I mean, if you get an extra, say tomorrow I pack something crazy, I get an extra 10k views in the video, none of them come back ever to my channel, like, what was the point in those 10k views? It meant nothing. So algorithm feeding only gets you to a certain point, really. I'm sure you guys know of so many FIFA channels over the years that, you know, had crazy shit in their titles and kind of more clickbaity channels that are just evaporated into thin air. They're just straight up fucking pixie dust now because they get those quick short-term views and then like no one gave a fuck about their content. And here we are now. That's kind of why I really just want to try and make the content as best as I can for the people that actually watch me on a semi-daily basis, or, you know, even a few times a week, right? That's what really matters to me. And the algorithm nowadays too isn't just like views necessarily anymore. It is watch time actually a lot of the time now. That seems to kind of correlate with a video doing well too. So at the same time as well, if somebody just clicks on the video to see a pack pull, they watch for a minute, it does help in some ways and it doesn't in others too now. So I was very appreciative that you guys who do watch me every day, you know, hundreds of comments a day, like, I mean, it's mind-blowing to me. I didn't start doing this that long ago, and here we already are, and that's just thanks to you. I mean, that's it. But okay, it's rewards time. I am ready right now to pack Jeremy Doku in the 3rd slot right here. I guess I'm taking Weaver. Okay, we can't do worse than that one, right, guys? Tell me we can't do worse, please. Tell me we can't do worse. Okay, that's not much better. I mean, Turland and Zabazlai. Turland actually looks like a very good card, but Zabazlai's like 100k, I think. Yeah, Zabazlai's 120. So let's go and pick the 120k card here. And that's why don't feel too bad about, you know, not getting a high rank on reds, because you're probably not even getting anything during the live team of the season, to be honest with you. Okay, because the pack didn't show up on the screen, we opened them on the web app, and now we're going to click on the store, and we'll see them pop up. So let's go to the store here. And let's see our 3 tradable team of the season cards we can get. Modric, Bruno. There's some good ones in here.